Today we'll be reviewing probably the best aircraft that I have ever reviewed here on the channel. Now, obviously, I don't say that often. Heck, I don't remember the last time when I actually said that was. But the amount of features and functions that this plane has and the level of detail that went into this plane just blows my mind away. So yeah, in today's video, we will be reviewing Vuela's A220. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. All right, and just so circling around the exterior here, guys, we can already see just how detailed this plane truly is. Like, obviously, the A220 livery here looks really nice, as you guys can see, and then the nose also does look really nice and detailed. I love like the glass. I don't know what it is. It just looks so realistic, you know. And then the nose just looks perfect. And then obviously the gears right here do look really nice, as you guys can see, very detailed. And then we also do have like the I believe they're called chocks or something that are like placed under the aircraft's wheels when they're parked to like keep them from moving or something like that. And then obviously the engines do also look very nice, as you guys can see, and then the wings also do look fabulous. And then going back here, we have a cargo door right here, which does open, as well as the doors. Again, this plane, it is just mind-blowing how amazing it is. And all the features that it has, which we'll take a look at later. But yeah, and then over here we have some more, another door, and then some more windows and whatnot, and then another wing. And I really love all the decals and stuff that are on the wing, and like the shading that makes it look like more realistic and such. But that's really it for the exterior. Now going into the interior, this is also like really detailed, as you guys can see. So right here, obviously this is what you see when you first walk onto the plane. So there's obviously a mood lighting system right here, stuff for, or seats for flight attendants to sit in, a phone, and then we have the not the tray tables, where the flight attendants make their food and such. And then my favorite part of the interior is the cockpit. Like, wabam. Look at this. Like, is this even a Roblox? Like, you cannot tell me that this is actually Roblox. Oh, and by the way, did I forget to mention that all of these instruments actually work and are live and aren't just static like 99% of other Roblox planes? Like, what? I didn't know it was even possible to do that in Roblox. But yeah, and then moving back to the interior. Now, it is a little bright. I don't know if you guys can definitely see that. It is a little bright for some reason. It might just be the lighting in this game, but it is like very bright, definitely. But then ignoring that, the floor does look really nice, and then the overhead bins also do as well, and it just seems like a really nice exterior or interior, and would obviously look a lot better once you put in your seats and stuff. And then there is I don't think, no toilets, unfortunately. That is kind of a big like bummer, but you know, still, for everything else that's on it, it kind of makes up for the toilets, you know. And then we have some more stuff for the flight attendants to do whatever back here, make the food and such. Oop, where's my camera? There we go. And then we have another additional seat back here, and that's really it in for the interior and exterior of this plane. Now let's go ahead and dive into the functionalities. So if I go ahead, let's go ahead and take a look at the first officer GUI first, as you guys, or as we always do. So once we get into the seat, we can already see that our camera has changed, and I really like that, so you can get like a much better view of the plane. Although I don't really like how there's this big button right here that always says open. I think it's for, it's for that door right here, and I can't seem to get it to go away no matter like what I do, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, yeah, it's just there. So obviously right here we have the system, so we can go ahead, or no, my bad, we got to turn on the battery first, because I definitely know how to start an A320 or an A220, and I definitely do know what PTU stands for. Wait, no. Yeah, I've heard of it before, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it stands for, because I know APU stands for auxiliary power unit. I can't English today, apparently. So we can go ahead and turn the APU on. I'm probably not starting this right, but you know what? Oh well. So yeah, I can't really see it, and then we can obviously turn the PTU on now. And then once we do that, and once it turns blue, then we should be able to turn on the engines, which, yeah, engine 1 and engine 2, there we go, like so, and there we go. I wish that it had more of a startup animation, because maybe it does, maybe I just missed it, but like I clicked it and they were like instantly almost at 100%, it looked like. So That would be pretty cool, but maybe I missed it again. But then right here, as you guys can see, we have all the info. So our altitude, I guess it's 70, because I guess that's where the airport is. Our heading, and then our angle of attack, and then our speed. And then we can also go ahead and change the flaps. So we have them at 10 right now, as you guys can see. And then we can go ahead and change them to 20. There we go. Very nice. And then, or no, that's 30. Whoops. Oh well. And then 40, which is the maximum. And then we can go ahead and turn those bad boys up, and the gears can also go up. And then the lighting, so we have, let's see, so we have taxi light, which, yeah, is that one right there. Ooh, I like how it has that kind of like smoke effect right there. Look at that. And it's not just like a solid beam. That's pretty cool. And then let's see, the landing lights are right there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I really do like how it's like has that kind of foggy effect. That makes it look a lot more realistic. Strobe lights, which should, wait, what are the strobe lights? Oh yeah, the white flashy thingies. Yep. And then a logo, which is also the tail light, as you guys can see right there. Navigation, which are those. And then we have the beacon light right there. And then I think, oh no, we also have door lock, which basically is self-explanatory. Locks on the door so that the staff members cannot open or close them. Because I do believe that you can rank lock the door so that only staff members in your group can access them, so that passengers aren't opening them mid-flight and such. And then we can also turn on the reversers and spoilers right here. I don't know why the engines aren't coming out. Oh, never mind. They probably take a sec too. Maybe? Or maybe it requires me to like actually somebody to be in the pilot seat or something. So yeah, I assume that's why it's not doing anything. Oh no, oh, I have to click it twice. There, okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, and then we can go ahead and turn that off. Okay, so yeah, I have to click it once for spoilers and then another time for reversers. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's really it for the first officer panel. So going over to the PlaneKit now, this is like the main highlight of the plane, and you guys will see why here. So this is the PlaneKit. It's a fully custom PlaneKit. As I said in the kind of beginning of the video, and I was looking at the interior, specifically the cockpit, I mentioned that it had live instruments. So actually what we can do, so we can go ahead and switch the camera. So yeah, boom, look at that. Like what? And all of these actually work. So like that one's gonna show our speed. That one, I don't really know if that one actually works, but like, yeah, and then I can hover over that to toggle gears. Like, am I in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now, or am I in Roblox? Like, and look at this. So I can hover over that to turn on the engine, hover over that to turn on the engine. And then we also, is there any other ones that work? I don't remember. I think there was one other, or it might just be those, but still, like, you can actually just do it like realistically by pressing buttons and not just pressing something on your keyboard. That just makes it look or feel so much more realistic. And then the, whatever you call them, not the yoke, we can see that like the joystick or whatever you use, not the yoke, but like Airbus's version of the yoke is like moving with my mouse, which is like actually really cool. That's really cool. And another cool feature that this plane does have is it actually has a pushback built into it, because usually planes, and also as you guys can see, the nose gear is also turning with my mouse, which is also really cool and just a really cool touch, because usually planes, like, they have a reverse feature built in, but oh no, this one took that to the next level, because I can go ahead and press U and just spawn in a pushback, and then there we go, we are reversing. Like, what? How cool is that for airlines that maybe can't afford a pushback, or they can but they just don't have enough staff to run it? This one is just completely ran by itself, and you can just instantly spawn it and then despawn it once you are done with pushback, as you guys can see. So we can go ahead and zoom out. There we go. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to close that door. But yeah, we can go ahead and go this way, as you guys can see. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so this is, again, completely controlled by me. Obviously, it's not that realistic per se, but I mean, again, this is Roblox, so it is really cool, especially for airlines that don't have that much staff or don't want to buy a pushback truck. And then there we go. We can go ahead and press U and then undo that. And then we can go ahead. And also, I will mention that there is sounds in this aircraft. However, I did not. You have to like install them because, again, of the whole Roblox Sound Marketplace dilemma. So, and I didn't really get the chance to, because it seemed like it was gonna take a while, obviously, because you have to upload each individual sound. Oops, and I think I broke this door. Nice. So it's not coming back in. Okay. Oh no, it's because the door locked. Duh. I think. Door lock. There we go. Now I should be able to close it, maybe. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it was because of the door lock. So there we go. We can go ahead and go back in the plane kit and go ahead and take off. And then, so reading through some of the controls that it has. So we can actually use the rudder from here, which obviously we won't notice really a difference now, but once we're in the air, we probably will. Or yeah, we do. No, we don't really notice the difference right now. It's kind of weird. And then we can also control the flaps from here again if you don't have a first officer on your plane or whatever. And then we can also do the reverse and spoilers from here. There's brakes, there's a cruise mode, which basically just anchors the plane, but I guess in like a more realistic way, of some sort. And then actually I'm gonna go in here to see yeah, this thing also does work too, and you guys can go ahead and see right there how it's like live and reacting to my movements and stuff. So it's not just like static like 99% of the but yeah, I don't really know how I feel about the shakiness. It's kind of like hurting my head a little bit, but again, that might just be on Roblox's side or something. And then there we go, we can go ahead and get controls again, as you guys can see. And oh my gosh, we can go ahead and violently turn this plane around. Jeesh. But then another feature aboard this plane, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and put the gears up like so, as you guys can see. And I like how there's like a little bit of a delay, like they don't instantly go up, because it's like obviously planes in real life, when they put the gears up, they don't instantly go up. There's a little bit of a delay, so I like that. And actually the shakiness might be because I am going very fast. I have just noticed, whoopsie daisies. But then there's also crosswind, and there is actually a turbulence mode on this. Yeah, turbulence on. Yeah, as you guys can see, look, I'm not even doing anything, and that's like the turbulence. That's actually so cool. And then there's also crosswind, which you can go ahead and turn on by pressing X. There we go, which we won't really notice it now, but when we go to land, our plane will be kind of like sideways, like how planes do crosswind landings and such. So I'll cut back when we are about to land so that we can see the crosswind feature. Okay, and one thing that I have concluded is that the shakiness does not happen if you are actually going at a good speed. It just happens when you are going like at a very, very, very high speed, like 400 knots, like I was. So like obviously right now I'm going like 200 knots, which should be well fine. And it's not shaking, so it is only because of that. So normally it does not shake, which is really good. I thought it did, but yeah, that's really nice to see that it isn't, so that I can actually see what's happening in the cockpit. But I just can't get over how these instruments are actually live, because I think I might have seen this in one other plane that I reviewed, but other than that, I've just never seen it, and it's just like the coolest thing ever. So we're gonna try to land in the inside of the plane, in the cockpit per se. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. Okay, not good. Actually, no, we're gonna go here so we can try to butter it. Yeah, as you guys can see, there's like wind. I can feel it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how obvious it is in the video, but like I can definitely feel the wind. Yeah, I can definitely feel it. Like, yeah, you can kind of see how like I'm going at a diagonal kind of rate. That's so cool to like kind of make it more realistic, because obviously, oops, that's great. Every time you land, it isn't always going to be perfect weather, and that's probably one other thing that I one other thing that I don't really like about some plane kits is that to get out, you just have to accidentally press spacebar. And oop, there we go. I like how it didn't. Maybe it did break the plane. No, it didn't. Okay, plane is fine. But yeah, I really wish. Because I know when I reviewed the Echo, A320 Neo, and CEO, the plane kit that I had on it, you had to like hold M to exit, so it wasn't spacebar, because obviously it's really easy to accidentally hit the spacebar, because obviously it's the biggest key on the keyboard, and it's right kind of below the S key. Not really, but you know, kind of. And I just accidentally hit it there. So yeah, but I really think that's it for the FOGY, or the First Officer GUI, and the plane kit aboard this plane. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the mood lighting system on this plane, because that's the last thing we have left, so we can go ahead and click it. So yeah, right here, oh my gosh, okay, so we have lighting, so we can obviously choose from like any RGB color, as you guys can see right here. Obviously, let's go ahead and change it to blue, shall we? And boom, there we go. And now, as you guys can see, obviously the plane is now kind of that dark blue color that I just set it to. And then so yeah, we can change it to like any color we basically want with a hex code, and then we can go ahead and disable the mood lighting if we don't really want it for some reason, and then just go ahead and enable it, and it'll automatically default to the last color that it was on. And then right here we can go ahead and turn the lights up or dim them down a little bit in case we're having like a little bit of a night flight, so that passengers can like sleep and such. And then right here, so we can go ahead and see that there's a seatbelt and the dun dun sign. And then we also have the smoke, which I'm not actually sure what that does. I'm assuming it just does something on the overhead bins or something, because I don't think it actually does release smoke. That would actually be pretty cool though. But yeah, I'm assuming it's just going to do that. So nothing really major per se. But then we also have the stars effect, which I'm assuming just spawns in like little star particle thingamajobbers into the cabin. And then you are able to play any audio that you want inside of the plane if you have an audio ID, which is a pretty cool feature as well. So yeah, overall. Oh, and one other thing I'd actually like to mention before I do forget, because usually when you go to insert a model into a game, you just type in the old-fashioned insert command. Well, this plane actually comes with its own spawner that was built and coded by Vuela. So as you guys can see, this is their own spawner. You just type in VSpawn, and then it spawns, or it loads up all of the aircrafts that you have in your game, and then you can go ahead and just spawn them like so. So oops, if I go ahead and press VSpawn, and then go ahead and type Akari, and then there's Chad, and then I can go ahead and spawn it if I wanted to. So that's also something that I wanted to note. That's pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, now let's go and take a look at the price of this plane. Alrighty guys, so now we take a look at the price of this plane. So this plane is sold in both Robux and in USD, and in Robux it is sold on their hub. And it is priced at 1,750 Robux, and then in USD it is priced at 20 euros. Now, obviously that is a little bit steep. 20 euros or almost 2,000 Robux for a single plane. That is a little bit of a steep price. However, again, for what you're getting, that is an amazing price. Like all the features that I showed in the video, including the live cockpit, the PlaneKit with so many functions on it, the first officer GUI, the mood lighting system, and all of that, and so much more. And then you're obviously getting the really detailed interior and exterior of the plane. So in my opinion, I really do think all of that combined does make it worth the price if you are willing to spend a pretty penny on the plane. But yeah guys, I really do think that's it for today's video on my review of, once again, the best aircraft that I have probably ever reviewed here on the channel, which is the Vuela's Akari A220. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing, because we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and subscribing helps me out so much, and shows me, you guys, that you are enjoying the content that I'm producing here on the channel. And also go ahead and leave a comment down below with any other planes that you think I should review here on the channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Until then, bye guys!